Dr. Sofa. One-Armed Baba.
Journey by Pumpkin. Welcome to another episode of Velocity Chaos! Hello and welcome here to the Velocity Chaos podcast. We are coming to you on these sweet, sweet airwaves at the speed of sound from the Hexapod Soundhouse in Cleveland, Ohio. My name is Luke and I am joined by the one, the only, the capped off Nick.
How's it going, guys? Good to see ya. It is a great day to believe. Do you believe in the Velocity Chaos podcast? Yes, we do. Welcome, welcome. This is episode 79. Great to have you here listening or watching with us out there. Whichever you prefer to take your Velocity Chaos down, we're there for it. I want to welcome to the studio, as always, our tried, our true, our trusty DJ Dingas is in the house.
What's up, guys? Glad to be here. Ready to hit this one out of the park.
So modest, but he's swinging big, man. He's swinging for the fences every night. Luke, what do we got going on in the show today?
Oh, boy. You're not going to believe what's going on because you're going to be like, how does it even do that? Dr. Sofa, knock, knock, knock. What's going on? Is that soft? Is that cushy? Is that clean? We'll see. And then we got some clickbait headlines. Where are we going to go? You don't know, but you're going to be interested in what's about to happen because I've doctored them up a little bit. And then going on with some more doctor stuff, you got to see this. The doctors of Shiva coming at you. All that and more. And just a reminder to our returning listeners and a note for our new friends that here at the Velocity Chaos podcast, we are exploring the highest heights of human knowledge and alongside with that, opposite, the lowest depths of crude humor. But our mission right here is to tickle that pink thing between your ears, to poke that frontal lobe, or sometimes we might just smash the laugh box. So hop in and buckle up for an infotainment ride across the airwaves.
Yes, absolutely. But before we do that, we just want to tell everybody out there, please, it would be awesome if you'd give us a follow on Instagram, a shout out on Facebook. Also, drop us some stars on Apple Podcasts or some love on Spotify. You can watch us on YouTube. So please hit the sub button out there. It would be great to have you guys more involved. We'd love to hear from you in any way, in any avenue possible, because we love to interact with our people, our chaotics out there, if you will. So thank you as always for your support, and let's get into it.
And here we come into our kickoff of the show. After that kickoff, this is the secondary kickoff, I believe. This would be us making the connection where DJ Dingers gives Nick and I a couple of words. But first, what he does before he gives us those words is he rolls a couple of dice, couple 6-sided dice, add those together, and that's the amount of turns that Nick and I are going to need to connect those two words that DJ Dingers is going to delve out to us. Dish out?
Dish out.
And we delve in. DJ Dingers, what do we got? Ooh, that's nice.
Bringing back the garlic dice bowl. We got a 5 and 4.
Oh, you always freak me out. You always say one die first. And I'm like, oh, we're screwed. And then you're like, a 5 and a 4. Oh, that's 9. We got it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, cool.
What kind of words we looking at?
All right, gentlemen, I'd like to bring back 2 favorite words on the Velocity Chaos podcast. I'd like you to make the connection between Australians and roller coasters.
Ah, yes. If we had trading cards, roller coasters would be the least valuable. There'd be 6 in every pack.
And one new one.
Yeah.
All right. So who goes first?
I'll give you the word, and then you take it from there.
Got to get there at 9.
So
okay.
Not counting the first Australians.
If you want to follow along at home, if you're listening in the bathtub, or if you're listening on the toilet, or if you're listening in the library, go ahead and shout it out. Doesn't matter where you are. Let's get involved. Get those brains going. All right. Australians, the roller coasters.
Yes.
Here we go.
We got chilly ones. I'm gonna down this here while we play this game.
Okay.
It's up to you if you want to join me.
This one goes out.
Pound it between shots.
Between
who's gonna keep
connections? You or you want to do it? Don't spill. All right, we're men of culture and class. We can do this. We can figure it out.
This goes out to D.
Here's the chilly ones. All right. Make the connection. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Australians.
Kangaroos.
Animals.
Wow, now you got me nervous that you're chugging. Animals. Bears.
Forest.
Wood.
Construction.
Tall.
Heights.
Roller coasters.
Boom.
Nailed it. I need to redo this.
Nice. We got there.
Very solid.
That was good. Yeah, I believe it.
I think you caught your second wind after the chugging there. That was pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, I was on. I'm in the zen right now. I mean, zone.
Oh, man. Well, thank God I have another segment coming up here, and I don't have to finish this beer. No, if you left behind now.
I finished before you did your second word.
I know. I mean, I was so impressed. I was so distracted. I just forgot all the words in the
You just
in the
watched
English
it go
language.
right down the throat.
Yeah,
The thing is, you got to open up
gullet.
the throat and cup the balls.
Cup the cans, if you will.
Wait a minute.
Guys, it is going to be great because I have a big question for you. How does it do that? This is something I've been stumped about for a while, and it was funny. It took me going to mass to figure it out. And it's not the answer to life. It's not, does God exist? It's not, is Jesus my best friend? My answer is, how does it do that? How do they fit some of these pieces of furniture into New York City apartments?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
How is this possible? How does it happen?
Tiny places,
Not only tiny places,
tiny corridors.
tiny corridors, tiny corners, tiny turns, tiny doors. Okay? Guys, I was looking it up. I went deep into the underworld of New York City doors. Okay? Do you want to guess what the minimum... I went into the freaking building codes of New York City. Do you want to guess what the minimum width of a residential door is in New York City?
I'm going to go on the low end, I feel. I would say it'd have to be 16 inches. That's just stud length.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
just within studs.
Are you saying minimum requirement or like what's the record?
Opening
What's the
width.
record?
No, like what's the minimum like
required?
safety code
Okay.
minimum?
Safely, I would say 30 inches.
Okay.
But if you're saying what's the smallest, I would say 16.
I'm saying 24. 2 foot. 2 foot.
Yeah, kind of split the difference. It's 28 inches,
Okay, I was close.
which is only like 2.5
Yeah.
feet. Like that's crazy.
50% of America can't fit through that door.
Which is a wonder why there's not more skinny people in New York. But the thing is, okay, I looked it up. I went deep into that. I also found a letter. This was funny. Just the weird things that show up. It's like public record. This builder was like disputing a case, and like the division of building wrote back to him, was like, "Yeah, our bad. You're right. We were gonna hit you with a fine for like a 34-inch door, but you're right. It's only 28 inches.
Oh,
you're
man.
well within you're well within your right." It was. So he escaped a fine because he's just like, guys, here in tax code 10 of the Article 40 in the building codes of New York City.
What a scumbag.
Yeah, like, I'm not opening this door one more goddamn inch.
That's fair. You ever seen those? These are like hamster cages in New York. I've only spent 72 hours there, but I mean, it took everything you could to push a shopping cart down a hallway. It's absurd.
And it was only worse in the middle of the 20th century. Now you have like standards and principles and fucking morals.
But it doesn't even seem like I've got caught up in the YouTube rabbit hole of, tiny living. And then there's like these realtors in New York, like, oh, I'm going to check out this one here. And it's like, 250 square feet. Like, oh wow, this is spacious. Got a loft up here. That got a stove and fridge. Wow, this is great. Like, yeah, I could probably put this one up for $2,300 a month. Like, what?
yeah. What is that?
My cat shits in a bigger box than
it's
that.
less than $100 a foot. Like, dude, wow. The tiny living stuff, that's a whole nother segment that we definitely have to cover someday. So I asked this very important question, and I was in mass, and it was just like God was speaking to me, and the priest was talking about how people in life like try to just fit everything through the eye of the needle, like the eye of the needle, which apparently was a gate in Jerusalem that was open all the time, but it was hard to, like, only a person, single file could get through it. And that was the defense measure, right?
Yeah.
And they call it the eye of the needle because you couldn't like get a cart through there. You couldn't get a horse through there because it was just big enough for a person to go through. and that's why it was a gate that was always open. And so like he said that in New York City it's the same thing as ancient Jerusalem. But like the point is that there is a savior for New Yorkers. There is a Messiah, Dr. Sofa.
Ooh,
this guy,
class and culture.
Yeah. You're talking about exploring. I was all over this guy's website. It's a fun website. It's dynamic. It's interesting. They have it all figured out in New York City. And I'm just amazed that they saw this opportunity. It takes a true visionary to see an opportunity like this and to execute a plan to build a business around it. Shlomi Eini or Eini, aka Dr. Sofa.
Dr. Sofa.
We'll just call him Dr. Sofa. He was third generation furniture, born into a furniture family. And he grew up basically just building and tinkering with furniture around the house. Went to like a carpentry school and got his apprenticeship through that. And then launched this company where they literally will disassemble furniture for people to move it to another location. And you cannot believe the reviews that are out there of people who are like, I've had this couch since the 70s. It's in great shape. It's an antique. And I couldn't get it out of my apartment to move to my other new apartment because it was just like assembled in there like 30 years ago, or the building changed, or they put it in through a window, who knows what, but they can't like get it out and move it over, or they buy a new antique and they're like, I want to put it in my new fancy apartment. And this guy built a whole business around like they disassemble it. They literally cut it up, but like with a plan to re-put it back together. They put it in like this sweet bag that's very ergonomic. They slide it in the door, the 28 inches, they slide it in and they unfold it and they open it up and they just like rebuild the furniture in front of the client. It's
like
amazing.
a magic trick.
It's a freaking magic trick.
New Yorkers wouldn't have this problem if they just had their ceviche hammocks like they're supposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
Hammocks are bust.
Hammocks are bust, baby. So
That is wild.
I wanted to call this guy out because like he's been on the news. Like I heard stories of people who like the moving guys, like they tried once, nothing. They tried twice, they tried 3 times, and it's just like nothing. And they just left the couch out on the street.
So he full blown like pulls the upholstery off like your couch, and like taking apart a couch isn't taking apart Legos.
Right.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, I watched this video on there. It's crazy
The
what
video.
they do. Yeah.
So he trained other people to do it. Now these guys just like they know all the stitching, so they just pull it. They do everything right. And then they on their Instagram they show the stitching that they put back on it.
Yeah.
And it's like very nice and ornate. And it's just like these people, the guys who work for him literally have like furniture surgeon on the back of their shirts.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Must cost an arm and a leg though for this.
Hey, yo.
An armchair and a couch leg. Look, man, New Yorkers are allowed to, they're going to afford it. They're going to pay for it.
They'll find money.
They're like, I'm paying $3,000 for this 250-foot square apartment. Might as well pay another $1,500 to get my favorite couch in there.
You thought moving was hard in Ohio. And you
Yeah.
gotta, like, give your buddy beers to help move a couch with you. Could you imagine having to take it apart?
Well, the funny
Throw it
thing
away.
is that you were talking about that a-hole who wrote the letter back to the city government.
Yeah.
Right? We all know that 2 inches can be life or death in a moving scenario. When
Yeah.
you're moving and it's not clearing by 2 inches, it's the most maddening thing. You just want to like throw that thing.
Yeah, you
out the
give it a
window.
hard push 3 or 4 times. If it doesn't go, I don't know. You start cutting stuff.
Yeah, exactly. We had a full couch. Now we just have a love seat.
Honey, we're getting new drywall.
Yeah.
I respect this guy's hustle. I mean, they've been around since 2006, which is crazy. Like that's when a lot of news stuff was coming out on them in the local news in New York City. It's funny they put out ads like be careful for like fake guys,
Scam
Yeah,
doctors.
scam doctors.
They're not real doctors.
Quacks, those quack furniture quacks out there.
Malpractice.
Yeah. So, but the videos are incredible. That's why I said, or how does it do that? I mean, he basically just the team just knows where the seams and joints are, and they just disassemble this. Whoa, excuse me, my bad.
Coming at you.
Coming at you. They
It's the platform.
they disassemble it and they just like stack it nicely in a bag and just it's out of there. So it's really for people, I think, that are moving in from the suburbs. Like they interviewed this one New Jersey couple. They didn't know what they were in for. they like they're sitting on the couch for the news article and the reporter's like sticking the microphone in their face. And that couch is like wider than our table here at the Hexapod. And you're just like, of course that's not going to fit into an apartment in New York City. What did you think it was? Like,
What are you thinking?
Yeah. And so they're just like, but we really want it and we had just bought it and it's real leather. So we called Dr. Sofa. And I'm just like genius. Like high margins probably on the service, easy, quick, but they got a lot of hustle.
Are you saying we should get into Dr. Sofa living lifestyle? Get trained under the doctor himself, and then
That'd be my first call if I moved to New York and then needed some cash flow. Like, that'd be my, please tell me everything. Text me.
I think we send one of us to New York and have to move a sofa, witness it, and then put Dr. Sofa on the podcast. That's his recommendation station.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
He has to disassemble a couch by the end of the episode.
Yeah. My recommendation is to hire me to do your job.
I was wrong. I have seen the light. I can move the couch. Anidora. Yeah. That is just such an interesting like thing to be doing, and I'm glad that you brought that up because you know what else is interesting aside from, you know, manufacturing and disassembling couches is this product. Yes, that's right. This product is that product of yours that you love. I remember the first time that I used this product, I knew I was going to be hooked on this product for life, or until that product makes us a better offer. This product feels like home. It's safe, familiar, and smells just like you remember. This product doesn't have all the excess frills that product has. This product is streamlined for efficiency and results. Make sure you get this product today using code VCPOD20 for an extra 20% off at checkout. And this is not an actual product, service, or idea. Just in case you thought it was, it's not. But if there is something out there with the same name or unaware and have no affiliation and offer no judgment on actual product, service, or idea. And let's move on here. I think I'm going to make a bold statement here. I think this is one of my favorite segments.
Really?
I think so. Clickbait headlines.
Nice.
And the reason is because it's a creative writing exercise that I like. I enjoy doing this.
Sure.
So Nick or I will find some headlines that are clickbaity. You know those ones like, check out this dude's huge schlong. And then
wow,
what websites are you going to?
What kind of clicking are you doing?
A toy or something.
Clicking and dicking.
Yeah. No, but it's like wow, why does this lady's back hurt? And then it's a picture of a lady with like whatever. So like she's carrying a large.
She's working out a lot.
Yeah, doing
a lot of deadlifts.
You got a pinched nerve.
Lower back.
If you would have read it, you would have understood.
Yeah, she's working out, doing those squats.
So what the premise of this segment is that Nick or I find these clickbaity articles. And then we give the headline to DJ Dingers or the other host, and they have to guess what it is. In our case, what we do is we manufacture new headlines for these. So that's what I have fun doing is making new headlines. So I have a handful of these here to fill up this next portion of the show. Are you guys ready get your guessing hats on?
Let's do it. Let's do some clicking and dicking.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We're gonna number one. Joey puts karate class to use.
Ooh.
You want to go first? I got to swing at this one.
You got to swing?
Yeah.
All right. Mine's a little more narrative swing. I feel like there's probably a kid. He's either getting bullied or somebody's on the street getting bullied, and he walks up to the bully and he's like, I know two things, man. I got karate, man. And there's like two people in the world know that. The Chinese and the king. One was me. Look out, man. He karates the bully's ass.
I like that. That's nice.
That's a direct quote. That's a direct quote from the article. I believe that this is like a kangaroo at a zoo who that's just like he loses his mother, like Bambi style, just Australian version of Bambi, which is a great idea. Disney, yo, shout out Disney, yo. Bambi with kangaroos?
Australian Bambi?
Are you kidding me? I just thought that off of the top of my head.
Calling you out, Disney.
We're ideas, guys.
All right, Disney.
Disney, you ready for this one, mate?
Disney, yeah. All right.
2 roos going at it.
One goes in, 2 come out. Wait, no.
Scratch that, reverse it.
Reverse it. No, Joey, little Joey at a zoo loses his mother. They teach him karate classes because he's getting bullied by their little kangaroos, and finally like kicks the shit out of him.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick's on it. So real title is Finish Him. Fighting kangaroo pulls wild move right out of a video game.
Oh, sweet. Okay, yes. Now I'm going to click on this.
Yeah, click on it. Yeah, I'll put the links in.
That's what we should determine. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Clickable or not. Definitely clickable. Definitely clickable.
So if you watch the video, it's not the first one, but you scroll down, there's a tweet about it. It's 2 kangaroos fighting, and they're going back and forth, swinging in circles, punching each other in the face, and then one of them gets the upper hand and throws the other one. It backs up and runs into this fence and falls through the fence and just disappears.
God.
Finish him.
Yeah.
You need to show that to the people that fall into zoo exhibits.
Yeah.
Like, look.
This is what could happen.
What's it called in Mortal Kombat when you finish a
Fatality.
Fatality.
Oh, yeah.
And then he just stands there, like looking at the hole in the wall.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, I did that.
I did it. Did I do that? All right, number 2. All right, ready for this one? Broken seal. Who wants to guess first?
A sea lion just going to town on another sea lion.
Oh, man.
Broke in.
It's something broke there.
It's like a baseball mitt.
I'm gonna say a seal broke into like a convenience store. He started like chowing down on the hot dogs on the little wiener turner.
So same thing I said, just different type of
different kind of going to town.
Yeah. So it wasn't broken. It was broke in. Seal. So seal burst into home through pet flap, temporarily oust family cat.
Just grabs by the tail, spins it around a bunch of times. I saw a video on this too. A sea lion, same thing. Seal, sea lion, whatever. Like this guy let his 3-year-old kid get on the back of the seal, like they were gonna take a picture because it was off the dock or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're all like, oh, and then like the seal is just like, what the hell's on my back? Get the F off of me. And he just goes after the kid.
Oh.
And I'm just like, you are a moron.
Yeah.
Like that is a wild animal here.
It swims away and then gets eaten by an orca.
Well, he was nowhere near the
kid
water.
on its back.
Yeah.
It's the turducken of the sea. It's just
The turducken.
an infant child of sea.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So what happened here is there was a seal outside of the house. The Rosses. Oh no, Phil Ross.
Phil Ross.
He is a marine biologist. He wasn't home for
Bob's
this.
cousin.
So like out of any event, he says like if a seal was to happen to come into your home, you would want a marine biologist for this situation. He wasn't home though.
Of course.
He's like I missed my chance. I missed my time to shine.
Could you imagine if he was home and he just like he just Chris Pratt's the Velociraptor, like, I'm a marine biologist, stand back. He just puts his hand out and he's just like, I got this. All right, Blue, is that your name? Blue, look at me, Blue. Put the cat down. Drop the cat out of your mouth, Blue. Is that your name? Are you red, blue, green? Green? Okay, you're okay. Just has his freaking hand out the whole time, squat position. Just everyone's like, is this guy? He's got a PhD? What?
He's a marine biologist, okay?
I was just at the pub, okay? I was drunk. I'm drunk now.
He was one in the Marines and he's a biologist. So he's pretty formidable.
So this was Chris Pratt's house, right?
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy's house is Dr. Doolittle.
Hey man. That's all I got. I don't know. I can't do anything else.
Don't ask me to do anything else.
So the cat was outside and then got scared inside by the seal. Seal follows the cat inside. Cat runs outside because it doesn't want to be inside with the seal, and the seal's just living it up. Like the wife came home, or the missus of the house, she came home, and
the seal's just bouncing shit on its nose, like this is the greatest thing ever. Just like the baby's just like, look at mommy, and he's on the nose of the seal.
Yeah, Jen Ross comes in and she finds a seal on her couch. Just sleeping, just like, hey, what's up?
Seal's like, nice digs.
Yeah, nice digs.
On the couch, just chilling. Pay me like one of your friends goes. Just laying there with the flipper. Jen Ross, could you imagine being named Jen Ross? That selfish bitch.
Hey now.
Sorry, she's probably super nice.
She's probably really nice.
So what did she do with the?
Eventually they got it out, but Coco the cat, he or she was totally tormented.
Poor Coco.
And didn't want to come back in until the seal left, and then didn't even want to come back downstairs until the stank was gone.
Guys, not gonna lie, like if you put that in human terms and you walk in your house and somebody is just who you don't know is in your house, like you're gonna be a little freaked out,
little perturbed,
a little bothered.
All right, here we go. Next one, number 3. Man carves down river to world record.
Carves down river. I'm gonna say he was it's the winter time. He's on a snowboard getting pulled by a snowmobile on a frozen river, and he just like slaloms down this cool river. It sets a world record for the longest snowboard ride down a frozen river.
That sounds dope.
Dude's just taking his wakeboard like carving, bro. Catching the sick white caps, dude.
For this world record, white capping down the river. I like it. So here we go. Man in pumpkin boat paddles 38 miles down Missouri River in attempt to beat world record.
And a pumpkin boat.
Pumpkin boat. That's right. Here we go. Nebraska resident Dwayne Hansen celebrated his 60th birthday on Saturday by paddling a hollowed out 846-pound pumpkin down the Missouri River.
That's a big pumpkin, man.
Yeah. So he's hoping to beat the previous record for longest journey by pumpkin. And he asked the people, hey, watch me do this. So the first Guinness World Record for this act was a 15-mile trek in Washington, according to the organization. Then Rick Swenson beat this record in a gourd of his own with a 25.5-mile ride down the Red River in 2016, which Hansen, he aimed to trounce that 25.5 miles. So he left around 7:30 a.m., and he arrived at 6:30 p.m. with a passion for gardening inspiring him to do so.
A passion for gardening.
Yeah.
That should be a movie title in itself, like Gourd of His Own.
And a gourd of his
Dude, that's a Tom Hanks movie, right?
Yeah, dude.
Gourd of His Own. Look, what did we think of? We thought of the other one that was the Australian Bambi.
Yep.
Gourd of His Own.
This is just
which is just
we're an idea factory.
You just get Tom Hanks and
we're ideas guys.
Builds a baseball field where
it's a nice fall movie. There's some like grandma on the side of the river. What are you doing, Tom? What are you doing? I'm floating my boat.
Kathy Bates plays the
I'm
woman.
setting records. And he just paddles on.
I got one dream, setting records.
In a world where dreamers fail to exist, Lionsgate Pictures presents Get Out the River. Tom Hanks in I'm Floating My Boat, Gourd of His Own. In theaters, June 22nd.
I love it.
I will watch that. Take my money, Fry.
Yeah, I'm sold. That's a feel good story if I ever heard it.
That's a feel good story right there.
So Mr. Hansen, he's a longtime Nebraska resident who enjoys growing large pumpkins, gourds, and other vegetables as a hobby. He came up with the idea of it when visiting Ohio and seeing another person attempt to set this record.
Of course.
Which currently is right around 30 miles. So
of course.
Yeah.
So, of gourds. He would do that in Ohio. Jeez.
Yeah.
It's a massive pumpkin.
I
always wanted to write this sketch, Greg's Gregarious Gourds.
Yeah. Save that one because we'll do it sometime.
Don't steal that video. You can steal the Bambi one, the kangaroo Bambi.
Yeah. That's our IP though.
The kangaroo Bimby is
Bimby.
For some reason it just sounds more Australian.
It's Bimby.
It's Bimby.
Bimby's was getting roughed up by those other kangaroos.
Bimby, just like draft off of Irwin.
Yeah.
Just Bimby.
All right, here we go. Number 4. Worst star ever or best?
This is just straight up about the J-Lo wedding with what's his face. Wow.
You're outside of my wheelhouse.
I'm dropping it. Ben Affleck. This is just about the Ben Affleck J-Lo wedding.
I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, yes, of course, because I read this.
Well,
That's very,
now you
very
know.
Close.
Worst star ever. This has got to be a nerd article.
Worst star ever or best. This is just a bunch of astrologists just like getting into an argument at one of the cool observatories and just beating each other with telescopes. Little mini ones, not the big ones.
What you got, DJ Dingers?
I was gonna say that. That's exactly what I
Were you? No, I feel like I need something different.
need something different.
How's it feel? How does it feel?
All right, so a French scientist has apologized after claiming a photo of a piece of Spanish chorizo was actually of Proxima Centauri, the closest star to the sun.
For like the span of 3 nanoseconds, I thought you were gonna say like testicular hair. Just like
It was a picture of his bowl hair.
I want you narrating.
Yeah.
The next space movie.
dun, dun, dun.
On
Next on
Sunday, physicist Etienne Klein tweeted a photo of a round red object on a black background, and he claimed it was taken from the James Webb Space Telescope. That's all.
How did you? Well, hold on. How did chorizo get on the space telescope?
Click on the link.
Mary, did everyone know that he had just visited our Taco Bell?
So if you look at it, I mean, when you look close enough, when you know. But if you don't know, it's kind of believable in a way. Like you'd be like, oh, hey, that might be a star. So the level of detail, a new world is revealed today. Day after day, he wrote in a tweet, which can be seen below. It's all in French.
This has got to be a joke.
Yeah. No. I mean, for him, it was. So his idea,
okay.
Etienne's idea was it was a message, or I don't know if a game is the right word, but it was hey, you can't believe everything you see out there. Like you have to have some facts behind it. And like, there you got to, dig a little bit. Don't just believe everything at face value. So he retconned it. He brought it back and, explained to everyone like, hey, I was
I did this
fun.
on purpose,
I'm
guys.
having a laugh.
I did this on purpose.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, yeah, sure, at the end. Yeah. Sure.
I think that's great. That's a great thing.
That is funny though.
That has got to be the ultimate nerd joke ever. Just
This was like the we go down. You ever see that? Like where the Asiana Airlines crashed, and somebody wrote into the reporter the fake names of the pilots.
Oh,
and they were like, "Holy fuck," and like all that, and a bunch of people approved it all the way up to where a news anchor read it live on the air.
No.
And it's just like, how did nobody go, what?
Yeah.
This is the same exact thing, right? I mean, people heads rolled after that.
Well, this is Twitter, so it's just like,
yeah, okay, I get it. I'm just saying that it's like, it's amazing, like how many like people just. I'm still fascinated about how much people can like just make shit up, and then people
believe it.
Are like immediately like, this was on Twitter by somebody I like.
Yeah.
So that's your qualification of a fact now.
He's an astrophysicist,
yeah,
or a Scientologist, whatever they call those, people that study stars.
Same thing.
So yeah, the thing is, like, someone puts Tyler Glyle, if you want to follow. He's verified on Twitter, but he's like, when you realize you will never shit post this good, which a poop post is, putting something out, intentionally bad.
Yeah,
but it's like it's something that's so bad it's good.
Like every episode of Last Cat.
Exactly.
Was he completely sober, or how many bottles of wine?
He's France, so it's champagne.
Champagne. Champagne. Him, he's sitting there with Eloise, and he's like, baby, look, I got scientific influence. Check this out.
Scientifique.
So, and then Benedict.
You want to scientifique?
Benedict Evans, also verified on the Twitter if you want to follow him. The real scandal here is a Frenchman eating Spanish sausage.
Whoa. Let's not cross the bloodlines here, okay? There's borders and shit in place. Come on.
All right, so here we got one more here. I'm taking up the whole middle segment with this one because I like this segment.
Do it.
All right, we have number 5, Provanity.
Oh my God. I don't even know about this one. It's clearly a riff on profanity with vanity built in. So it's some guy likes to look himself in the eye in the morning. Every morning his routine, his discipline, his like life like pump up is just cussing himself out in the mirror every morning.
You're effing ripped, bro. You got fucking pecs, bro. Look at them effing abs, bro. Look at that sick V, bro.
Exactly.
I get you.
That's exactly it. And everyone in the apartment block can just hear it.
Yeah, it's thin walls.
Yeah, they've reported it multiple times.
All right, DJ Dingers, you got some redemption.
Angelina Jolie, front of Vanity Fair magazine, silk dress.
Very pro about this.
Very pro.
Yeah,
Pro.
all about
And
that.
there's some vanity. And the editor just drops mad F-bombs on the edit. Just same. It's chorizo move all over again. He's like, I'm gonna send a funny cover to the rest of the boys, or the rest of the ladies, or the rest of the days in the office. And he's like, yeah, this is effing Angelina Jolie on the cover. And
You just copied the chorizo story back.
Yeah, I
script,
did.
Which is
It's
like,
coming in.
I thought I looked at I saw chorizo. I'm like, back to back chorizo stories. Hell yeah!
It's fresh. It's new. It's new. You know what I thought? Well, DJ Dingers was giving his thing, and I totally spaced out because I was like, oh, shit, I lost the article, and I didn't copy it. Now I'm going to have to remember exactly what it said. So I apologize,
You were
DJ
worried.
Dingers.
You were worried.
I was sweating over here.
Sweating bullets.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so a French astrophysicist takes a...
Takes a deuce
Now, here we go.
on a telescope.
Judge refuses to dismiss lawsuit against DMV for quote-unquote F-cancer vanity license plate. So it's a license plate that says the letter F and then cancer.
So the DMV was like, you're not allowed to have that.
Yes.
Of course, the
Who's
DMV.
is the DMV suing the guy, or is this somebody
Yeah,
else?
suing someone.
No. So the person that is, it's a lady, Carrie Lynn Overington. She is fighting against this. I'll check what state soon, but she's fighting against this because she put in for vanity plate F cancer. She got it through the DMV.
Yeah.
But the head of the DMV is like, whoa, hold on a second, we can't have that.
I'm gonna dismantle this really quick. Okay,
for it.
I'm gonna dismantle this real fast. First of all, it's covered under free speech, so screw you. Second of all, F cancer. Even teenagers and kids who know that they're in a situation where adults are around will say, that effing idiot. We all know what the word is, but the kid still says and chooses to say effing, whatever.
So you're saying intent, it's intent, not the actual word.
I could say freaking all day long, or it could have been free cancer.
Yeah, could have been.
Free cancer.
It's whatever you want to mean.
Francis Cancer.
Yeah, Francis Cancer.
Francis Cancer. Francis Cancer.
Francis Ford Cancela.
It could be anything that you want to. So you're choosing to take this as a, profanity.
Yeah.
That was the best thing. Yeah, okay.
Francis Ford.
This is clearly an abbreviation of Francis Ford Cancela.
So what state?
Which was the wine that
what state is this in?
Delaware.
Oh, it already said Delaware. Okay,
Yeah, bro. I read
the title. I'm sorry.
Delaware.
Oh,
where nothing exciting happens.
My friend from
This is the
He's
most exciting thing that happened that ever came out of Delaware.
That was probably what the DMV was like, guys.
This is too much.
Somebody might, cream their pants if we go too hard into this case, what we got to do. We have a moral obligation.
Yeah. But like what Nick said, Miss Overington, she's saying this is a significant constitutional issue. This is numero uno.
Numero.
And
did you have a point about Delaware?
Nope.
Yeah.
I thought it was Chicago, California. It's already.
Oh man, you're going in hard on Chicago.
Going hard. Sorry, Chicago. My bad.
I want to hear what you want to say about Chicago.
Hey man, I got great pizza. Anyway,
bro, Francis Ford cancel.
That's a great one. My vanity plate receives positive feedback everywhere I go, and I have the most. I've had more than a few deep conversations with complete strangers about my cancer and how the cancer has touched their lives because of it. Overington wrote, the community of cancer warriors, cancer survivors, and those who love them is far-reaching and very supportive. So she survived cancer.
She gets it.
Yeah.
She woke.
This is
just big pharma reaching their dirty grubber fingers in there and just trying to buzzkill everybody.
Exactly. It's a huge buzzkill. Like, what is it? They have bumper. So what about the 30,000 people with F cancer bumper stickers?
Yeah, what are you going to do to them? Like rip their bumpers off? Like find them? No.
I want to know how old this judge is and to see if they're one of the trophy generation. Who gave you the trophy? What mom hid you from every swear word entirely? Okay, you can do your best. We try not to raise a-holes in the group here, but like,
But the judge ruled in favor of her.
It's still to be decided. This is fresh.
I was
Look,
saying they refused to dismiss it.
Yeah.
They're
I
saying
don't
there's a-
picket and campaign for a lot, but I would go to Delaware just to
Yeah.
wave a sign around about this.
Yeah, let's go. Velocity
Let's go.
Chaos Podcast Delaware.
Velocity Chaos
Next
supports
week.
you.
So yeah, it was like so the DMV has rules and guidelines of what they can and cannot let through, and
Sure.
the teller, first teller, they have the first go at it, then probably the regional manager or something, and
Sure.
then maybe something bigger or store manager, regional manager, and then back up to the head honcho. And then the Department of Transportation.
Yeah.
But they already issued this thing, so it got past a number of people for being okay.
Yeah.
And now the head guy's like, whoa, hold on a second. This is profanity. We can't be having that. We got to recall that F cancer license plate.
I don't know, man. Where do you got to be in your life to kind of be like, you know what it is? If it was like F men, like I'd be like, yeah, we're not allowing that.
I'd be all about it, but go ahead. You put you put what you want. Constitution says what it says. Okay.
I'm just kidding. I mean, look, vanity plates are special someone anyway. I just think like you said, Luke, why not just buy a bumper sticker? Like,
Yeah, you could do that too.
I mean,
you got the stones to have a vanity plate in the first place.
Yeah, right.
You
That's a
should
whole nother.
You deal with it in traffic. So they're already gonna. If there's somebody's got a problem with it, she's gonna handle it. Let alone going.
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
court.
I'm
That's
not a fan of vanity plates in the begin with, but
they're
know,
a distraction.
no, I'm
just
like,
kidding. It's just
what
fun.
are you special? Are you special? Huh? What do you?
Well, they titled them correctly, vanity. It's like a total
yeah.
vanity.
Yeah, it's true. I guess that's
you got
great.
what, $60 to spare, 50, 80
Yeah.
bucks. I don't know. Like, I don't.
What does it do? Does it make you special? Does it let you tell out your special car from other special cars?
It's just creative. I mean, now if you have a really cool, sweet car and you're just like killer, I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's just like a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, if you're buying that stuff, I mean, yeah.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't really get vanity plates. To me, it's like a too much of a time kill. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that was a great round. You got any more?
No, that's it. That tops out.
That's it. Provanity. Well, it can be hard, stuff like that. And that segment reminds me that sometimes life can just get challenging. Maybe sometimes a little lonely. The School of Hard Knocks could sign you up for the fall semester and keep you in class from 8 a.m. to night school. There's a lot of folks out there in need of a little comfort, a little unconditional love, a little snuggle. Well, do I have the thing for you? Creature! Creature is a multifaceted little ball of enduring admiration and unending affection. They are especially bred from interdimensional cuddlebugs crossed with high static furballs and a touch of horned scaly crawlers. Creatures come in multiple configurations: furry, fluffy, fuzzy, funky, flammable, fluid, filmy, flaccid, flimsy, fubsy, or freaking frozen. Create your ideal creature by going to the website www.ineedcuddles.gov and enter the code IamGodVCPod to unlock special selection features not available to other customers. This is not an actual product service idea, just in case you thought it was. It's not. If there's something out there with the same name, we are unaware and have no affiliation, offer no judgment on the actual product, service, or idea. Nice. Man, I didn't want to leave the clickbait headlines. It was so fun.
Told you, it's a fun segment.
It's a fun segment. It's a good one. Guys, you got to see this. You got to see this thing. You got to see this thing that I saw the other day. Hand of Shiva. All right?
I'm watching.
You're watching it. I'm just going to jump right in.
Yeah.
Amari Bharati was a bank teller in India. All right? This is 1973. He felt that he was called to serve Lord Shiva. He had a wife, kids, a job, regular income, but he felt something was missing in his life, and he felt this call to serve a religious purpose. And Lord Shiva is one of the three major Hindu gods, and very significant in that culture, and represents a lot of important things. It represents like destruction for renewal and things like that. So he became a sadhu, which is Hindu for monks. They forsake materialism and comfort desires, and they essentially kind of like are a representation of spiritualism in that culture, right? And in order to achieve higher levels of moksha, sadhus often engage in tapas, and so I'll break this down. Moksha is in like enlightenment, liberation. I've heard the term mukti, which is another word for this. It's like a certain state of consciousness that's elevated. And the tapas, that's not the Spanish dining experience that we know mostly in the U.S.
I believe it's pronounced tapas.
Probably tape. That would actually be a tapas, probably. Yeah. Because tapas are acts of commitment, self-discipline, and often require feats of mental willpower. So yes, if you taped your ass, that would be could probably consider a tapas. But no, so this was really interesting. So he committed in 1976. After he had committed to being a sadhu, he went out and he decided to live this lifestyle, no material possessions. And so he raised his right arm into the air as a meditation practice and has not lowered it in 46 years.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. These monks are insane.
Jesus Christ.
No,
it's
Lord Shiva.
Yeah, Lord Shiva.
It's Lord Shiva. So the funny thing is I haven't done anything for 46 years.
No.
I haven't done anything for, I don't know, 3 years.
He come out looking like Quagmire. He's got just yoked to one arm.
So that's what you'd think,
Yeah.
right? But actually, it's incredible. First, like the first couple years, like the first couple months, like he was in excruciating pain because his body's like, what's going on? Why am I holding? Why are we doing this? And eventually it subsided because his body completely atrophied. Like all the muscles just left the arm.
yeah.
And then like the body started to like place like certain like tissue around the arm to like keep it supported.
Calcified.
It's not calcification. It's like fascia, which I guess is like the lining between muscles, which is like that thin film, and just the body will react and like layer in that stuff in certain like trauma centers around, or like when the body's healing. And so this guy's like arm, like I don't think he can even bend it at this
Probably
point.
not, yeah.
I've seen him. He can like rotate it a little bit, his hand and wrist, but he like can't lower the arm. Physically can't lower the arm at this point. The crazy thing is he can't reach, so he hasn't trimmed his nails, so his nails are growing long.
Yeah.
And he basically just lives out there as like a spiritual guide to people. And like the symbol of his hand raised is like a symbol of dedication to Lord Shiva and stuff like that. People call him one-armed Baba, which is like elder or learned one. And his disciples think that like through this experience of like 46, 47 years, that he's like gained superpowers from this like dedication to the craft.
I mean,
what he's doing.
You held your arm up that long. That's superpower.
You are superpower. Yeah.
He should be in the Chaos League, no doubt.
Yeah. One-armed Baba. Come join the Chaos League.
What if at some point, we find out no gods exist?
Yeah.
And we're just here and someone's like, Amar, have a seat. You can put your arm down.
Oh, no.
Shiva's not real.
No, I believe. No, we have proof.
No, we have
Here's the dead
proof.
body.
Yeah.
If you needed to believe, I'd look at this guy like, I don't know, he might be honest.
I just brought this guy up. I mean, like I'm always fascinated by extreme feats of strength or determination, mental willpower, really, of humans.
That's what it is.
That really is.
This is like
nothing to do with physical.
like those guys that are running those race miles or whatever whatever I forgot what they're called, but
Ironmans.
No, where it's like 1 mile every 15 minutes.
Oh, the backyard.
Backyard.
Brad's
running.
backyard.
Big dogs.
Big. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So it's just with that willpower, digging deep.
The funny thing is, if you watch videos of this guy, it's like his arm is up, and you're I don't know, something about the way vision works. You feel like he's missing an arm.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's still there, but it's just like so displaced
It's dead. Yeah.
that you just go, this guy's just one arm.
He's definitely left-handed.
He's definitely left-handed at this point. Yes, I would say so. If you guys like committed to something like this, some sort of expression of some symbol, like what would it be?
That's deep. I'm just thinking like in the afterlife, this guy gets reincarnated. He meets Shiva, and she's like, I'm not gonna offend anyone here, but like just like thank you, so much. Here's 6 arms now. Like in the afterlife, you are eternally blessed. I thank you for your for your gesture. Like,
Yeah, he's just walking around, just like flexing 6 arms. yeah.
Do you think she would make him keep the one arm up though? Like you have 6, but you got to leave that.
Yeah.
One
5
stays.
functional arms.
But it was 46 years.
yeah. The funny thing is, it looks like he smokes a lot. Like there's a lot of pictures of him
Something for the
smoking.
pain.
Yeah, just getting through
You'd
it.
have to.
I couldn't imagine. I mean, through an injury, yeah, but just like watching your arm like just descend. What?
They're just hanging around with a bunch of a-holes.
Yeah.
It's
Ring
like,
toss.
all right, let's get shots. Who's paying? Oh, yeah, all right. Amar's paying. Hell yeah, everyone. Let's do it.
Get him every time.
Yeah.
Get him every time.
Catch him at the family barbecue. They're playing ring toss.
He'd probably be down for it.
But on a serious note, like I mean, if you see that, like I've worked out a lot. I mean, they're training with guys and teams. If you see somebody going hard, you're like, I'm getting in there, bro. Can you imagine the amount of people who see him and like feel like, man, I gotta put my arm up, man.
I want to try to do this for a day.
I wouldn't even,
for an
can't even
hour.
imagine.
Best.
Is this 2 checks or 1? 1, thanks, Amar. No, like holding like even 10.
This guy hasn't been
I
in a
couldn't even do this
restaurant
10
for
minutes.
40 years. You'd have to get him pretty close.
Who's cleaning all the dishes tonight? Oh, thanks, Amar. Thanks for stepping up.
Dude, this
Takes him
is
twice as long because you got one hand. Anyway, people like you see him, they like worship him, like they think he's like, you know, a symbol for this on earth. And I don't know. I'm fascinated by all this crazy stuff. Like I said, I almost want to try to do this for an hour, you know, or for a whole show. Next podcast, just gonna hold my arm up, just like hold it up. Done. Can't do it.
And his hands all mangled too with long
Yeah, I
fingernails.
think
Like he's never went to get a manicure.
I think his arm, like for like 3 years, was like, dude, come on, man. This is getting really tough. Like, just put me down, man.
I was gonna
And
say,
then year 4, he's just like, the arm's just like, you know what? Screw it.
Yeah.
Dump it all back. Dump all the nutrients back into the body.
We gave you so much goodness. We want it back.
You know, man.
I wonder if it was just yoked, like just like his shoulder was bulging out to here.
This is one way to give up. Knocking it
How
off.
long? Like if you did that for like 2 weeks, would your arm be like get muscular?
I wonder, out
Like,
of
what-
like respect, if they're gonna build a coffin with like an L shape to it, where he's just like the lid closes over and his arm has a little special like socket to it. That's what I would do. Why not?
I just want to know at what point, like he was like looking around his house. He's like, man, I gotta scratch my nuts. Just knock it over. Ding, ding, ding. Shit.
The crazy
It's
thing
not
is
coming down.
the crazy thing that they say in all the articles that I've read and stuff is that like they say if you try to move his arm down, like it puts him in pain. So like there have got to have been people who have like tried to just come up to him and just like yank it down, or
that's
but you know what I mean, like try to throw. Whenever somebody tries to do something committed and disciplined, like there's always somebody who tries to throw him off or throw him down, right?
Yeah.
And they say like how much anguish it causes him, and it's like not even physical pain, it's like mental pain, that it's just part of his life at this point. And it's almost like if you hurt somebody's limb that was just kind of a normal figure, they'd ow, like the same thing.
Yeah. I feel like if this was a movie or like some sort of like kids lesson thing, like the kids are bullying Amar and he's got his hand up. He's like, no, we're not inviting him to the party. I don't want to invite him. No, like invite him. Come on. And like his parents are like, yeah, come on. You should better invite Amar.
Yeah.
And then, he doesn't get invited, but then, and then finally he gets a phone call like, yeah, Amar, come over. And then they're all happy. And he's like, standing there and they're all playing ring toss on his arm. Like everyone's having a good time.
He's the center of attention now. The one thing that somebody said in a video was that it's an incredible display of discipline, and not having discipline contributes to most failure in life. And that was my big takeaway from this story. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I don't think I've done one thing daily for almost any amount of time.
Breathing.
Yeah.
Wasting my air.
Yeah. Other than breathing and eating and taking dumps, like I have not done anything nearly as noble in its intention as Amar Barati. So thank you guys going for this journey with me on this one, because I think it was an interesting look into a different culture, and honestly, like the commitment that some people have to what they believe is inspiring, and it hasn't harmed or hurt anyone. I mean,
No.
I do wonder like where his wife and kids are these days, because like he just kind of, as a sad dude, like just forsook everything. So
No, I'm thinking of like cliffhanger or something. Like there's like some kid hanging on a ledge or something, and he's got his one arm up, like holding on. It's like, no, I can hold on this forever. Come here, just climb up me.
yeah, he's saving people just because he's got superpowers now. At this point, he's got unending endurance in his right arm.
Yeah,
That's it.
Don't be a hero, mate. You look after your mates, and your mates will always look after you. Yeah, cheers.
here we go down to our capstone segment of the podcast, Aussie news, Australian news segment here, where we visit our island continent of Australia and give a little slice of life of what's going happening down there. So this week I found Aussie business duo claim they have the answer to avoid smelly socks.
Oh yeah, sign me up.
You know what that is?
Wash them.
That's one. Gasaway.
No
Gasaway
way.
works for socks.
Really?
Oh, that's my
Bro, we got to
my
start a new
guess.
marketing campaign.
Yeah. No, so what these entrepreneurs did,
Entrepreneur.
Nathan and Rex Zhang their family's been in textiles for over 30 years. They got clients, customers like Gucci and other fancy people. I think it was Ralph Lauren. It's somewhere in here. You can read the article if you want. The link will be in the show notes. But he said their new fabric is temperature regulating and antibacterial. You know why? Because it's half cotton, half wool. And I guess those natural things are temperature regulating and antibacterial.
So it just sucks it all up and gets rid of it.
You can wear these socks for 3 days in a row without washing them, says Rex.
Holy smokes.
Bold move,
I don't
Cotton.
believe
That
it.
Even if I could, I would still only wear them once per day.
The problem is, I guarantee you there's a price point.
There's
Paywall.
a catch.
Yeah, there's a catch.
If you strike now, you can have these pair of socks, 2 for $300.
We'll even throw a third sock in for free.
So what they
Buy one pair, get one half off.
half of one.
What?
So they did this. They did a test, a 5K run. We know that's less than 5K is less than 7 miles with conversion. So they did this 5K. They had people wear one regular sock and one Paire sock. That's the name of this. Is a Paire, Paire. This is that cotton wool blend. So they did the run, and then they had a wine expert. Rob Geddes, 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 maybe, I don't know. One of those 6. He did a smell test. Expert smeller.
Expert smeller.
So he would smell. He would smell the other sock. He says the normal sock. This is more grapefruity, like a human's been in it. And then
like a human's been in it.
And then of the Paire sock, Paire, he says it smells clean, like clean feet, not mushroomy. So this expert
That
smeller,
guy is a definite closet weirdo. Like, just like,
hey, you make your judgments, but I'm just saying these Paire socks.
I'm not saying he's into feet. I'm saying he's into mushrooms.
When it came to normal socks, Geddes said they smell moldier.
Molds.
But the Paire socks, Geddes says, they have less aroma from the shoe and from the runner. The more artificial fibers are much more cold and damp.
What's this guy's name again?
Geddes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
You're telling me there's somebody out there getting paid to tell you, hey, these socks smell like bung. Like
That'll be $300,000.
$300,000. I'm a professional olfactant.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, fellas. I think my DJ days are over.
I can smell stinky socks. But can you tell the mushroominess, the fungi level?
The fungi level.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
Smell beer from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So here we go. The Nathan and Rex are talking about the socks. The regular sock They poured some water on these different socks to see moisture absorption. The regular sock absorbed 2 grams of water, Nathan said.
2 grams.
This is the Paire sock. Barely any water. The scale didn't even change. That's exactly what we want to see. So it was a little more water resistant.
So it doesn't even absorb anything?
Yeah.
So you're just going to have soggy boots.
Yeah, your shoes are going to stink. Right?
What's the point?
No, it's going to get in and it's going to go out from there.
Guys, when you buy socks that absorb sweat and wick it away, that's the whole point. It takes moisture away from
it's
the
just
foot.
going to get all, your foot's going to be all soggy.
I'll take a dank ass foot over a wet ass foot any day.
We're calling you out, Geddes. Send us a couple pairs of these bad Larrys, and we're going to try them out here on the show.
Yeah, prove it.
Yeah,
prove
but
it.
It's not going to smell.
Paire socks. Paire socks.
Maybe Paire, yeah, I don't know. But that just goes to show you that in life, when you don't want the stank, you don't want the smoke, so then get rid of the fire. That's the bottom line. And you could be sniffing your way around. You could be sniffing seals for all I care. I don't care. You seal sniffer, you. And you can be like, whoa, that's profanity. I can't handle that here. That's not what I'm about. And then I'm like, that's my freedom of speech to say that someone who sniffs seals in a pumpkin, you get your own spices in your life. And, is that the worst one or is it the best one? I don't know. Because when it comes down to it, life's too small. Life's too small for us. And we need to find ways to manufacture our small things into other smaller places and get it through the small canals of life. And that's where a doctor can come in and help you. Maybe they're not a real doctor, but maybe they're a doctor that you need. And it's something deep inside you that they have to break out, and something inside you that the willpower, if you digging deep inside your small life, will then help you break through into a bigger, wider array of life. And you can punch your way out of this box, take those karate lessons, put them to use, because at this point, if your hand's not up and you're not living the life that you want and you're not cheering, I don't know why you're waiting, because today is the day for you to do that. And the disciples of your life are soon to come, because you gotta set that precedent for everyone out there.
All right, choo-choo, baby. We're pulling into the recommendation station. This is part of the show where we make sure that you guys walk away with a recommendation. We got lots of different ones: movies, TV shows, products, tech stuff, lifestyle choices. This week, I want to give you this episode, I want to give you a movie, okay? Ooh. And this is a shameless self-plug, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Do it.
York Witches Society is a movie that just came out, digitally released. It's directed by Lisa Bolton, cinematography by Alex Veach. I give them both a lot of credit. It's a horror movie set in England about a couple witches in a club at a college, at a university, at uni they call it over there. And essentially a witch hunter just comes back to life and chases them down. It's solid. Some fictional lore, some mythology around witches, some fun kills, some fun character development. It's a good time. The reason I bring this up is because I made it. I was a part of making this. I helped develop it. I helped get it across the line. It was a fun production, challenging one, but fun. We made it through, and I think it's worth a watch. I'm pretty proud of it.
I think I helped make this too, in essence.
You probably did. All the moral support.
You sent me a script copy.
This is an actual product service idea.
Yeah. This is a product service idea. It got a pretty good release through Vertical Entertainment in the U.S., so it's going to be out there across all the platforms, potentially on a streamer sometime soon. So keep an eye out for it, or wherever you choose to view your content. Look out for the York Witches Society, released in 2022. That's it.
I love it.
Thank you for just
wait.
humoring me.
No. If you're out there swinging the big stick, hitting them DJ dingers out there, you gotta show it to the world.
We gotta. But you can't do it without DJ Dingers himself around to back you up.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to hit it out of the park for y'all every day, guys.
You do every single time. And you guys out there, you hit it out of the park. You're living life. You're doing the best you can, and that's all that matters. So keep swinging. Keep doing the best you can. Thank you for being with us for the 79th episode of the Velocity Chaos podcast. We are cruising. We are just keep on bruising our brains, trying to come up with new content for you. But it's a great time and a fun journey to be on with all y'all. So come on back. You can watch us. You can listen to us on whatever podcast platform you prefer. We are syndicated across the board. But please, any interactions is a lot of fun for us because we're able to implement it into the show and incorporate who you guys are and what you want to hear, what you want to see. So you can reach us at velocitycastpodcast@gmail.com or all across all the socials. We hope to hear from you soon. This is Nick signing off.
And this is Luke signing off. Thank you guys once again. Always you got a chance to reach out, send us a topic idea, send us some comments on the Instagram post or the YouTube videos. Let us know what you feel. Let us know what you want to hear. And thank you guys once again for all the support and the feedback. We truly do appreciate it. Like we always say, when you need a buddy to help you move, Amar's there to lend a hand. Have a good one. Thank you for tuning in to the Velocity Chaos Podcast. We upload new episodes every Monday and Thursday. Be sure to subscribe and rate us on iTunes, Spotify, or your podcast platform of choice. Interact with us on Instagram at Velocity Chaos Pod or on Facebook and YouTube at Velocity Chaos Podcast. We are grateful for your time and hope you enjoyed it here. Please tell a friend, and thank you once again.